Hello everybody, welcome to the show. Today we're going to continue the build that we started on Monday. This is the build stream, happens twice a week right here on wherever you're watching. The project for today is continuing this Somnium Space or Some Space mini game that's going to be that I can run inside of parcels on the little screens inside of Somnium Space, but it'll also work anywhere else that iframes work. This is what it's like so far. I got audio added in here between the last stream and today, so I think it's going to be picked up as I blast my way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let me mute the audio now that we've heard what it sounds like. We don't need to keep hearing that as I test over and over again. But that's the sound effects. It runs really well. Dropped my mic. Runs really well because it's meant to run inside of iframe, so I do not even use the physics engine of Play Canvas. This is something built in Play Canvas. Not even the physics engine. It's just it's kind of like sphere collision with collision radiuses. And it's a UGC game. And there's going to be a high scores table. But before I get to the high scores table, which I have no doubt that I'll be able to create, I have to finish making the game cool. It's UGC, so you pass in a GLB and it loads it in. But for the ship and the enemies and stuff like that, and the MP4 is playing in the background. Now, here's the thing. I want you to be able to just pass in P1 ship equals your GLB and the URL parameter, and it just works. Okay. Now the thing is, if you passed in every single one, that would be a gigantic URL that you're going to. So I think that and this is what it looks like encoded if it was going to be passed in as a JSON string instead of URL parameters. I think that I'm going to make this config file something that you host on your GitHub pages, or wherever your web space is, and you point the config parameter to the JSON file that has all the other content. That way, we're not limited in the save format here, the customization format, to just one. We're not limited to just what we can fit into the URL. And there's actually no specified maximum length for URLs, but often an app is going to have an internal length for strings at least. So we want to try to avoid any problems with passing in gigantic URLs. Also, there's going to be a high scores table. They enter their name and the location they played from. High scores table shared across all instances of the game. Okay, that's going to be funny. I could write it really quick, but I'm going to have to write it so people don't exploit it server side, because they're just going to exploit server side if I'm not careful about it. And then it's just people that are going to be exploiting it client side. So the way that you deal with this in games, because there's always cheaters, the way that you deal with it is you make your stats only show the top high scores from the past few days. That way, if there is somebody that completely dominates because of their cheating, they're number one, but they fall off of the scoreboard in like 3 days. They got to come back and keep cheating every week, and maybe we can find out who it is and ban them if they keep screwing up our high scores table. But it would be cool to have one because you can shout out where you won from. If you're playing in on parcel 887, you can shout that out. But more importantly, you could shout out Somnium Web. Like, hey, I played this in Somnium Web. Other people could be like, hey, I played this in CryptoVoxels, and you could do this on the scoreboard as long as you score well enough to get up on there. Okay, so what's next on this thing to make it work? The gameplay. How about taking damage from the ships and getting and the ships shooting at you? Now this would be easier if I used the physics system, but it would be laggier. And this is going to be running inside of a parent world, which will probably be laggy by itself. So it has to be hyper optimized what's running on the screen. Let's make some lasers. We'll shoot red lasers. They'll shoot blue lasers. Okay. So here we are in the Play Canvas editor. Let me jump into chat here. By the way, if you want to jump into the Play Canvas editor and check it out, you can. Just let me know. Almost in the chats. Okay, I'm in the chats. All right, where was I? Bullets. Let's go to the templates. So I have a bullet template. I'll put it over here. It's gonna be the player bullet eventually, so I'll go ahead and call it P bullet. I gotta call it P bullet here. And this bullet, we don't need people to customize the bullets. That'd be a hassle. So we'll use our bullet, but we need to make it cooler. So what do we have for it right now? We got a cone. I don't want a cone. Let's make it a capsule. Now we got to make a cool material for this capsule. This will be the first material I'm using this entire game. I could model this in 3ds Max, but I don't want to go there. I named them wrong. This one's laser. I modified them wrong. This one's laser glow. And the glow isn't the color that I want quite yet. Okay, we'll go with that and see how that looks. Update all. Close that out. I guess I gotta refresh. Okay, the bullets were too big. And the dev helper I didn't need there. Okay, let's try that. Good day, Block News. Okay, we're shooting lasers out. The bad guys are going to be shooting lasers in. I think that's the next thing I'll code, but the outline needs to be a little bit thicker, I think, around my lasers. Maybe it's okay. Okay, let's make these guys shooting little blue dots at us. Ooh, this is going to be a whole bunch of code, because that is not coded yet, is it? Alright, so how is this going to work? When they get within vicinity, they will... so there's actually two things I got to do right now. I got to figure out how procedural everything is going to be in the actual level playing out. You see here that I actually physically laid out a whole bunch of enemies in the scene, and they all have independent logic to all slide forward, and then they you just avoid them. That's going to change two ways. One, to make, if they were just doing this and they were shooting lasers at me and I had to avoid the lasers while I was shooting, that'd be pretty good. You know, after a while, if you sent enough of these at me and my weapons were low power enough to not just wipe them out as they appeared, then I would have to avoid all the bullets while shooting, and it could get so hard that I die. Now, it would be cooler if they behaved differently when they got within range. Like they dive bomb towards us or something. That might not even be necessary. First, let me code them shooting. When do they shoot? Their shooting logic is when they're within range. They have... Okay. Okay. Every time the ship enters within range, it's going to define one spot between right away to right before it gets off the screen that it wants to shoot. It has one bullet. It decides when it wants to shoot, and it keeps on floating forward. If it gets blown up before it reaches there, it doesn't fire. But if it reaches that point, it shoots. Cool. That'll work. That'll work. Okay, what is this distance? This distance... I need a kill line. Let's get the kill line in here. It's going to be an invisible kill line in the end. But this will be the reference that those things use to base when they're within range. Kill line. Okay, that's the kill line for here for now, until I have to adjust it and make it more dynamic because of the aspect ratio of screens, which I do expect will happen. Oops. Oops. I guess that's centered. Oh, it's my ship that wasn't centered. Okay, so there's the kill line. Crap. Wait a second. Logic for the ships. Logic for the ship is... Right now I already have some ship logic, don't I? I gotta. It's the stuff I wrote the other day. What up? 420 in progress. Bullet power, yada yada yada. Oh yeah, that was when I get hit, damaged, destroyed. Update. Okay, so it detects if it gets hit. Let's see whether it's in range or not, and this will be over here. Okay, this dot. What is it going to be? Dot active. I think active is fine. Active equals true, false. Now it gets the kill line. I'll try 8. Okay, let's just get this thing firing. So it's coming down here. It knows where this thing is a kill line. Its active is false. When it gets within range, then it's going to become active. What range is that? Operative range equals 10. Let me check my bullet. My bullet knew. Max Z is 12. Okay. So as it comes in here, it's going to say entity.distance to this. Okay. A couple things. We want to be efficient on memory, but we need to have a couple temporary vectors that we use for math calculations. So we'll just attach it to our class here, and we'll call it vec_a equals new pc.vec3, and I'll probably need a vec_b. I'll put it in there just in case. Okay, now let's use these for our intermediate calculations. Vec_a dot copy. Vec_a dot x. Y. Which direction is y? I think y. Trying to find the one-dimensional distance here. But it's always going to be going down. So this is going to be simple, actually. This is going to be simple. Our pos equals this, and then so it looked like All these numbers are turning positive is what I'm looking for. Is that what's happening? Is there... So there's the distance, and I want to look for negative that distance. Huh? Okay, so this is... They're all turning positive. This does active. This doesn't get position C. Minus this dot app dot kill line dot get position dot C plus this dot active range. Okay, it's working. Now, when it activates, it also needs to decide where it's going to shoot from. So, there's supposed to be a math.floor. Oh, the other one's faster. I'm going to do this calculation once amongst all kinds of other shit happening. I don't think fast is... Okay, whatever. So this looks pretty good. And I want to do... let min equal... Okay, so if that's greater than negative, it's going to be a negative number that keeps on going. So the min is going to be where it's at now. Max will be where it wants to, oh no, it would be the kill line. Which is the bad name for that thing, because the actual kill line would have to be off screen so you don't see the ships getting destroyed. But I'll call that something different. And then over here, the max is kill pulse. Kill line dot pulse. Kill line pulse dot z. The value that it will shoot at is then this, and let's see what that is too. How are some of these numbers positive? Oh. Anything below 1.65 is valid. And all these are below 1.65. So this is working. Okay. Now, if we are active, even if we just became active above, then what's making the ship move down? Is it just sitting still? No. Oh, post update. Cool. Okay, if this is active, then we're gonna see if we've shot yet. Now I need to think, when you blow up the ship, do all the bullets that it shot also destroy? I'm thinking here, when you blow up the ship, does the bullet that it shot also get destroyed? No. Maybe. And I'm going to need the possibility for a ship to shoot more than one bullet? I don't think so. So we got this dot bullet equals null. And it will shoot that. It needs to. So more importantly, I need has shot. If this dot active, if not this dot has shot, then let's see if it needs to shoot. Start looking random. Okay, one already shot at me. 3, 4, 5 shot. Okay, they're randomly shooting at me. It's working. Now they actually need to shoot. So, what does that? We'll just do this dot shoot. I should probably make an enemy gun, but don't want to spend too much time. Gotta get this thing done stupid quick. Okay, bullet equals this dot bullet, yada yada. we need a fire sound on this thing. Okay. Here's an enemy. Let's give it another sound. That's my sound. They need a different sound when they fire. How was I editing sounds? Was I doing it from this computer? Well, somehow. Sounds all right. Okay, let's see if what this does. No, let's give it a model. Let's give it a model and a texture. Why not? see how it goes. Oh, that's not right. Properties of null. Enemy, line 101. This dot bullet dot resource. It couldn't find this dot bullet. Why? Oh no, it should have. Try refreshing. Some of these. The first ones shoot fine, but the last ones don't? I don't know. Okay, let's try taking out the actual template creation and see what goes down. If the physics engine was included, I could just put an actual trigger zone back there that kills things when it enters it. But I'm trying not to use physics. Bang. Bang, bang. 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 Okay, so everything is firing bang, like it should. I can't just create this instance, huh? Okay, I know that you guys can't hear that, but I hear that, so that's working. There's something wrong with my this.bullet.resource, huh? What? It's defined. Oops. There's one thing I messed up on. Enemy bullet needs a different script. Oh, oh, dude, I know what I did. I see. Come on, I'm dereferencing an old pointer. It's right there. Open your eyes, man. I already have something called bullet, so I'll call this one my bullets, or my bullet. F and A, okay. And now, and bullet, yada yada. It should be cool. The bullets, I don't know what direction they're going to go in. They might just travel down with the ship. Oh, crap, there they go. Why are they so tiny? I don't know. Alright, we got to make them bigger, and they have to be aimed at me. And they probably need to move slower. Sure, it's a Unix system. I know this. We'll cut the speed of the enemy bullets by half. And we'll make them bigger. And we'll make them shoot at me. See how that rolls. The thing might shoot away from the player now. Yeah, that's okay though. Alright, the speed of my E-bullet needs to come down even further. Oh, I wasn't even using the speed. That explains it. And over here, have to get my axes straight there. Okay, 0. And then now it's going to look straight at it, then it's going to spin around. Two pi is all the way around, so pi is 180. Oh, wait a second. This is expecting degrees. What is, this engine is nuts. Okay, I think that does it. Now, they should be shooting their bullets at me. Because there they are. That guy shot right before he went off screen. Hey, this is almost getting fun. Okay, the bullets need to be bigger yet. E-bullet. Oh, I need the code getting hit for the player. Okay, this gun, is it ever actually referenced or used? Yeah, it is. Guns. When I fire, I actually get the gun position and I fire from it. I do. I fire from the first one. I can get a power-up or I can get two guns. Okay. So the gun is important, but the gun can be invisible. But it probably shouldn't be. So let's give that gun a material. Alright, materials. I'll call it metal. Here's firing all the guns at once. That didn't work. Guns is not defined. Sound effects is wrong. Only the first gunfire needs to do the sound effects. So how am I going to figure this? Now, all three of my guns will shoot at the same time, but only the first one will make sound effects. Ah, mute. Okay, that should fix that loop error there that was giving me the error due to sound effects from a ship that's already blown up. Okay. I have to code getting blown up myself, taking damage. I'm gonna need a health meter somewhere. Let's do it. Okay, so the BG gets the laser and the bar. No, the BG gets the white. Bar gets the laser. The enemies could have health bars too. I don't think they need them though. Maybe they will, but there's ours, and now we need a way to control it. Trying to change this thing. Woof. Okay, that'll do. Let's see how we're going in here. We got 1 hour in. We're already shooting multiple guns. We got bad guys shooting at us. And we got a health bar. That does nothing at all because there's actually no logic at all for player health. Oh, see, that should have hurt me. And when I crashed into the ships, it should hurt me. Okay, let's keep the dog. The dog will calm down when the people stop hanging out all over the place. So, it'll happen. Health meter. Let's make this health meter start actually being a little functional by going to the ship. Right now, the only thing the ship has defined are guns. Let's give it a health meter. Now, the health meter is the bar. Whoops. Okay. And now I could do things like, where does the player get hurt at? The player never gets hurt. That's right. What does the enemy have called for getting hurt? Let me shut the door some, because the dog may be barking for a little while. The enemy has a take damage. Hit. So we're gonna have player health 100. There's really usually not that much health in these games. Yeah, but we'll do health 100. Maybe we'll make the bullets have 100 power also. And after 5 seconds, it should update my health meter to be at 80%. Let's see how this goes. No, it didn't. It did nothing of the sort. Did it even try? Percent. Okay, 0.8 is what it should have set it to, so we got to get local scale, and then we wanted to set local scale. Where did that go wrong? Oh, well, it would help if I used the value. It was working the whole time. I bet. I mean, in 5 seconds, it should take me down to 80. Yes! Okay, we're good. But that was just testing the actual UI. Now I need to actually code the hit logic. Let's see here. What keeps track of what hits the player? Is it the bullets? Is it the player? It should probably be the bullet. hyperpos dot distance to this dot entity dot. Okay. Two things. It should be deleting player bullets in an incorrect way. Wait a second. It's no longer just about Z, because I'm not shooting just straight forward with these bullets. See if I can get shot. My hit radius is nuts. That's not what my hit radius is. My hit radius should be like 1 meter. Okay. If I hit the player, let's remove this bullet. That should avoid the double hits. Now, what I'm actually going to have to end up doing is replacing the bullet with an explosion. Okay, let's try this again. Did I get shot 16 times? That means that there were 16 ships and not one of them missed? That would make sense. Dodged. Okay, 1 works for a radius, but I should probably be 1.5. So I was pretty close to that one, and it didn't hit me. Let's try that again. One day, my dog will chill. Oh, there we go. That one hit me. Okay, I'm going to roll with 1. 1 will do. Now, I get hit. Let's do the damage. hit, and then we're going to do star health minus equals damage. If this dot health is less than or equal to 0, this dot kill otherwise we're going to play the hit. Entity.sound.play hit. Okay. 4. Zero divided by stuff is okay. Alright. This stuff health is yada. I'm going to kill. I'm going to update this thing whether or not. Okay. I don't know if I have a sound effect in here for getting shot. That might be it. That's the sound of you getting shot. Okay. Okay, no more just change my health for no reason. The only reason my health should change now is if I get shot. Oh, that wasn't good. Try that again. Each bullet should only take off 20 HP. Yeah. Then I should have died. It said kill player down there. Okay. We are getting there. I need to explode and the game needs to end, and then it's a game. And then it's all about making the gameplay there. Because I can shoot, they can shoot back. Oh, I need to take damage from touching them also. That's going to be... that'll be more interesting. And also, I need an actual explosion for these guys I'm shooting. Okay, let's do that. How much time do we got here? We're at 119. So the plan is I'm going to keep on chipping away at this for the rest of today's stream, and then next stream I'm going to be focusing, because this is all gameplay stuff, I'll be focusing on the UGC system, or maybe UGC system and the high scores table at the same time. Maybe that'll be 2-hour sessions. But for now, let's add a particle system to this thing that explodes when it explodes. Actually, so when the ship gets destroyed, it gets destroyed along with everything attached to it. So I need to add the particle system to the explosion. Okay, here's the explosion. It doesn't have a model, but it's about to have a particle system. I can't use blue particles because the enemy ships shoot blue bullets. This is going to be the blue one blowing up. Where's my speed? Let's try it. I think it's going to automatically play. Yeah. They need to explode faster. They need to explode faster. What's the intensity? What's that mean? Maybe the intensity is what makes them explode faster. I'm gonna have to mess with the velocity, I believe. That. Now it should be going potentially up to 5 times faster, but still randomized. Yeah, that's better. Whoa, dude, the explosions go upwards towards the camera too. That's why they look so trippy. The speeds I set were actually a little too much. Try it. My poor dog, it's just gonna keep barking until people quit walking around. Those aren't bright enough. And let's make him yellow, and then I think we're good. Change him back to yellow. Let's see how our explosions look. They're not yellow. It didn't work. Oh, I know why. I got hit. Okay. I still don't have an explosion for these people. Well, I think there's a particle thing. That's okay. I should have been dead. Okay. I think the next thing is me dying. I think that's the next thing I should be coding. I have about 30 minutes to code me dying. Not going to code the game over sequence yet. But when I die, I explode. Everything should probably freeze. Player explosion, and the player explosion I'll make a different color. Make it red, I'll make it have more particles. And then this thing needs to create it when it gets destroyed. Ugh. Oh, no. That's what I wanted. Okay. Now I should die, it should play the sound, and everything should bug out. Wait a second. No, no, no. No, 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 no. That needs to happen. This doesn't need to be here. It needs to be over here. Because the player ship's going to get destroyed, the explosion has to have the sound. I know that. Okay, let's see if I get destroyed and the game freezes when I get to 0 health. That was crazy. I don't know what that second explosion was. I think I shot when I got destroyed. What's that other explosion that happens? Oh man. Okay, so we're looking good. I blew up. I just need to make the game not freeze when I blow up and figure out why there's 2 explosions. What is that blows up? It's one of the ships. But anyways, over here when I try to do a play on 27 of player hit. Okay, it thinks that I'm still hit. Oh, I know why. I know why. Now it's gonna freeze right away. Once I die, the game's gonna freeze. I hope. It still did the 2 explosions thing. Well, let's work through these in-state errors one at a time. E-bullet line 22. So I only do any of this if this and this dot health is greater than 0. Then I do this. No, it's more like this. That's more like it. Ooh, right. A3 on enemy. Okay, I made it so bullets don't hurt enemies. After you're dead. That way there's no weird state where you die but then you beat the boss, and I swear I've seen that state break so many games. Your last shot, you're dead, your bullet kills the boss. Weird shit happens. Not gonna happen here because when you die, all the bullet calculations get turned off. Okay, and that should avoid that error that was thrown. Okay, looking good. However, I also want the enemies to stop moving forward if you're dead. I also need the speed that these things move to be variable, because that's going to be one of the ways that the difficulty becomes progressive. And I think I'm even going to make the bullets freeze. I should have just had a game state flag and it's game over, which is going to happen anyways. But I think, I don't know, seeing the explosion still happen, it might work out better this way. Game over. Okay, and then there'll be like 3 lives, right? So then, after I put you back in, the game should work fine. Alright. I'm going to have to make the player a template that I can take out and put in. Okay, it's a Unix system. I could do this. Let's play it one more time here. Then I press the button, I spawn back in, I'm invulnerable for a few seconds. And everything resumes, and I'm invulnerable for a few seconds. Okay. That's the mechanic. So I need the respawn mechanic. And if I have the respawn mechanic, I think that's the last mechanic that I need here, other than the game over and restarted the game. So the player has to be a template that I spawn in, not something that's always here. Okay. I was spawning the player at 00 at the origin. Cool. So I'll just delete the player. Now I need a master game system, because the player was acting as my master game system. Okay. And also, all the enemies, I arranged them in a line right here in the editor. I'm probably not going to do that. They're probably going to be procedurally spawned, so it's different every time you play it, and it could also be very procedurally more difficult also if it's not predefined locations for the ships. Okay. Script. Game manager.js. Pre-ship template. Okay, so it's going to come over here and spawn it after 2 seconds, and we'll see how that goes. Now this thing needs a sound on it now. And sounds okay. I'm actually not positional. What's our start game sound? I should convert this to an MP3 one day. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm in a hurry. My dog is barking. In 2 seconds, the game should start. Oh, wait, we already have it. Whoa, let's try this again. Do all my guns fire by themselves once they spawn in? Yes, they do. That wave file is giving me issues, and my guns should not shoot as soon as my ship spawns in. Okay, let's play through this and see what else we can find. Okay, this should respawn me 2 seconds after I die. We'll see how this goes. There's gonna be errors all over the screen, but it should still work. One. There we go. I'm back. And then the game resumes. We're almost there. Okay, I shouldn't shoot when I respawn. That's a problem. Okay, 24. Play in 23. Okay, run start couldn't be processed because it's the wrong format. I like this format, it's the wrong format. So could I go to online converter for this? Does that exist? Maybe it does. No, it just works. Wonderful. Thank you, dudes, on this website. Nice. Hey, hey, hey! Everybody shoot at me. Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay, the respawn's not going to be off of a timer, neither is initial spawn, but, sorry, let's fix me shooting once I spawn in. My poor dog. Well, why is that even there? It literally is telling me, oh no, that's on. Okay. So why am I firing? If C was pressed, then we call fire. What if, take that out. Oops. Well, there was two of me. Alright, so that wasn't what caused me to fire. That. If I still fire, then that means that the guns are they're firing themselves. Yeah, the guns are going off by themselves. So that means that I need to look at gun. Gun goes over here, it says initialize, and that's on this. Maybe it's the bullet? Okay, so what if I tell the gun that it can't fire? Well, it's a good thing that it's muted. I should mute it over here too. Mute. Hey, it didn't fire, so something was triggering that line of code. Just make sure. 10 minutes to get this wrapped up to an acceptable amount. Okay, it didn't fire there. Could it have been the name of the function that was making it happen? Let's see. It was. Don't name your functions fire. That's the moral of that story. All right. Turn the sound back on then. This should be pretty playable here. There's no collision with me into the ships yet. Okay, good. Okay, I need to delete all my bullets. I need to delete all of my bullets when I die. Yes. I wish I could keep the bullets there until I respawn, and I could, but it's not vital right now. Ah! That's not a good test. I need to make sure that I have a bunch of bullets shot when I die. There it is. This is great. Okay, I'm almost ready to start doing the flow with the splash screen, attract mode, high score screen, and all that kind of stuff. Almost have the gameplay finished. My poor dog. Almost. So I'll finish off. What do I have left to finish? Let me do some planning here in the last 5 minutes of the stream here. So next up, let me do developer notes. There are other elements that I want, like the power-up ship and stuff. I need to hurry up and get to the UGC part though. So I think I'm going to... The next session I'll use getting the UGC stuff in there. And then there was the pause and high scores table and all that kind of stuff that I was going to work through. Oh, attract mode, it's going to place some stuff before you go up and activate it. Intro mode, it's going to give the game credits and say the thing, which is actually UGC next, about the invaders have arrived, survived their onslaught, defeat their boss, save the galaxy. Okay, that's all in the intro sequence. I need boss mode. Boss fight mode. Victory mode, that's when you beat the boss. Game over mode, when you lose to the boss. High scores mode, if you lose to the boss but you set a high score. And the game over screen, okay. I think that's it. So next up I'll do the UGC, then I'll figure out which one of these I will do next. And I'll probably get, well, the first session, after I get the UGC in there, the first session on all of the different UI stuff, that's going to be mostly setting up the UI framework in a generic way so I can just throw it into that state and then tell it to do something a little bit different. Because most of those, not boss mode, boss fights mode so much, but attract mode, intro mode, victory mode, game over mode, and high scores mode are pretty similar. High scores mode is a little unique because there's going to be input for you to type your name in and where you're playing from. But the rest of the stuff should be simple. Now, typing in where you're playing from. That should be coming in the config. So I'm going to add that to the config. I'll just call it location, and that'll be like Somnium Space or Crypto Voxels or whatever. We're looking good there. Nothing much has changed on the design so far from what I implemented today, so everything still looks good. Oh, this is one thing I'll have to spend a whole day on if I really want to support, and that is, I didn't know you could leave comments in HackMD. I want to be able to accept an image, maybe an MP4, definitely an image for the ship, not an MP4. That doesn't make sense. Why would somebody use an MP4 for a ship? Oh! Yeah, maybe they would want to use an MP4 for the ship, now that I think about it. I'm not going to support GIFs, because that's too hard, animated GIFs. But MP4 URLs, you can get an MP4 URL from most stuff from Giphy. So I guess it does make sense if it's an animated ship. Animated health, yeah, that makes sense. So the thing that I need to spend maybe, I don't know how long it will take, is supporting an image for the player ship. And the reason I want to do that is because if you have a 3D model, awesome. But a lot of people don't have a 3D model, and they don't want to go through the trouble of making a 3D model, and I want them to be able to customize this game even if they don't have the skills to obtain a 3D model. Just an image. Why not? Kind of like the Giphy games. The amount of guns that I have that I'm shooting for, that'll be variable from a power-up. So there's going to be a power-up system, and I need to put that on the list of stuff that I do need to figure out. UGC. Power-up droppers are the enemies that you blow up. They're usually at the last of a sequence. Okay, and then procedural level generation, procedural difficulty based on level, and then I'm done. All right. So with that planning, that puts me up to the mark. I won't bother putting it into the world to test out today, but I'll probably do that next time because I'll be at a few different milestones then. We'll see. It will be a bunch to add in the UGC. But hey, we're looking good. Oh, I also need to make collision. Let me add this in here. We can collide with enemy bullets, but not with enemy ships. So far. Yeah. All right. And it's going to be cool seeing the different MP4s in the background and the different models. This game could be totally different depending on what you feed into it. All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I'll be back on Friday to continue this, maybe with some friends. We'll see, because it's the UGC session next time, so maybe we'll get some people to come in and we'll test out with their UGC. Sandbox games, UGC games are a little weird because it's like there's no official content, so you don't really need stuff to test with, but it is fun to actually test with something. So that's why instead of just the cylinder floating around like I had the very first day, I have the ship now. So it's funner to test. All right, we'll see you all then for more coding. And if you ever thought of like, what is it like to make a mini game in Play Canvas? You're kind of looking at it. Now this is an abnormal mini game. If you were just making this game in Play Canvas and you weren't worried about ridiculous hyper optimization like I am, because this is trying to run inside of an iframe inside of another environment, you would use things like physics colliders and trigger zones. You would use physics. I'm using absolutely no physics library in this whole game, but you would use physics if you weren't so worried about optimization. The thing is, this has to be hyper optimized because it's going into, like I just mentioned, these environments that are, who knows how detailed they are, who knows how many avatars are next to them talking to their mic and that kind of stuff. So, gotta be optimized. And the high scores table is gonna be cool. All right, y'all. See you next time.